Welcome to the Business LAB Unfiltered, where we, Omegia Keeys, and my business partner and best friend,
Kathy Taylor.
yes, provide you with business tips and trade secrets, along with the good, the bad, and the ugly of being an entrepreneur. Together, we are your digital business coaches. Hey, friend, hey.
Hey there.
Hey, you have a good week?
I did. How about you?
I had an awesome week. Awesome week. We got a lot done.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
a lot more to do though.
Oh, we always
You
have a
ready?
lot more. Almost always ready.
Your foot on the
Always ready.
gas?
Foot on the gas. Pew, 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 pew. Yes, always. Yeah, yeah. I'm like in 2022. That's my year. They're my numbers. In
Yes.
2022. That 222, those are my numbers. It's crazy. I don't know why, but like, yeah, in 2021, I'm seeing those numbers everywhere, everywhere. I mean, it had nothing to do with the new year. It could be a license plate, it can be the time, it can be anything, but those are my numbers, and it just has been going so great.
Hmm.
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 But
That's
what are we talking
awesome.
about today?
Well, today, I'm actually excited about today's episode.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because today we're talking about business and friendship.
Yay! Business and friendship.
The great part about that for us is it works. It doesn't always work for a lot of people,
Oh gosh, not at all. Not at
but for
all.
us, it works. So,
Yeah. Obviously, we're business partners,
yes.
but we're also friends. Mm. Like you said, this works great for us. Whoo, but child, I'm looking down because I'm just, oh my gosh, right now. I have tried to do business with some folks who I thought were friends, and it just ended in disaster.
Because Mimi, what I will say about you is although you don't befriend a lot of people, when you do friend a person, you really kind of bring them in the fold and you really want to care about them. You like to love on that person, and when that relationship becomes strained, it's hard for you to handle. And you don't really deal with emotions well. So
The lies, she tell lies. I swear she lying on me.
so I think it's hard on you, and it's crazy because it's hard on me because I love too much, but we're a little different in it,
Yeah.
but still similar in that feeling of it. It's
Yeah,
like
we're a little
devastating.
yeah, we're a little different in it, as in you'll give people opportunities and I'd be like, F you, I'm out.
Yeah, I give way too many chances.
Yeah, you do.
So
You do, but that's the good in you. And I hate it. I mean, I love it, but I hate it. It's just one of those things. But like, I guess I am I'm very driven, and I push myself. So sometimes I think in those friendships, if it crosses over into the business thing, I expect them to go as hard as I go. I think that could be part of the problem. But, with some people, let's be real, they really don't want to be in business with you. They just don't want you to have your business.
or they only want what you can give them from your business.
Whoo, child.
That's,
Woohoo, that's a word.
they're
That's a
called
word right
takers.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Woo,
and
child.
people taking advantage of, the relationship. And we talked before about being with like-minded people. So it's creating those boundaries. Um, it's it's really just having the right people around you and understanding if you're going to be friends in business, creating those boundaries and respecting.
Yeah, that's absolutely creating those boundaries, respecting them. And I've had friends who begged me, for chances to be a part of like the film world.
Hmm.
Um, as Kathy and I were coming together to strengthen our business bond, there was another person who had come along, not realizing that me and Kathy were already had a bond. I guess I don't know. I think she thought maybe Kathy was just a friend on the side or something. I don't know. But brought this other person in who lied about their credentials. They were my friend. Let's keep it real. They were my friend, but I had never seen them do anything. And now they came to me wanting to be wanting to learn. That's what they came under the guise was. But me being, that friend, I was like, oh, okay, well, I can teach you. I was willing to teach them more than what they wanted to learn.
Mm.
And when we got into the thick of it, I'm talking about we're in the middle of filming. We're really in the middle of filming. This person tried to push people that were close to me in the film world and on the film set, was trying to push and maneuver those people out the way. But like I said before in another episode, when you have that strong team, it doesn't matter. So where she was pushing and pulling and getting frustrated that people weren't doing it, then she fell off. This is the funny part. I didn't even realize the girl fell off because Kathy had stepped up so much that I didn't even know the person had fell off. It literally took me 2 weeks to notice I hadn't even seen this person on set. And that was only because of a conversation you brought up and you asked about him. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Because we have been having such a great time filming and handling our business that it wasn't even a thought. And that's sad to say, like when that whole relationship just crumbled. That was a friend that, you know, I'll be your fair weather friend. I won't be there to the end.
I mean, but again, seriously though, how did it make you feel?
Oh, it hurt my soul. But because I really valued that person like as a friend. But my thing is this. If no one, I don't care who it is, if you can't value the friendship that you and I have, that bond that we have, if people can't value that, I can't even say the words right, value that, because this person did try to go around and go to you and try to do that type of stuff. If you can't value that, no matter how hurt that I was, you're not gonna win ever that way.
Okay,
You're
but
not
do
gonna
you
win.
think that person could have been hurt and they were trying to just figure out how to get it back, not necessarily trying to go around you or behind your back?
No, because she didn't just do it with you, because she did it with another person too.
Okay.
It was just that when it got to you, it was like, girl, no, because she tried to do it in a bunch of ways. She tried to sabotage in other ways. So my thing is this: if you were hurt, let's hold a conversation. She didn't even want to hold conversations. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. If you don't want to, fix it or whatever, and then that's the whole thing. It's just the reality. Everybody cannot be your friend and be in business with you.
Okay, so should you have friends in business?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because otherwise, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But you just have to know, how it's going to go, and that person is a type of friend. There were some other things. Look at it like this. There were literally red flags that I overlooked with her in friendships with her with other people. The things that she would come back and tell me how she's done other people. Literally, the blueprint for how she was going to do me was right there. Because how she had already done other people, she turned around and did me the exact same. It was step by step. I was just a dumbass for not believing it.
So how do you maintain friends in business?
First of all, there are 5 ways, just quick things that you can do to maintain friends in business. You got to ask yourself, when you're coming into business with friends, is one of those things like, what are they bringing to the table besides that friendship?
Okay, well, let's stop there. So what did you see in me when you were stalking me all of those years?
Oh my gosh. It was a whole 1 year of stalking, whatever. But that was me analyzing you and seeing the type of person that you were, how you were treating other people. And I I was stalking your business sense, and everything you want, because you were taking care of these other people businesses, like, the Rice Awards, and that was one of them. It's the Rice Awards, or was it the Legendary Awards, something like that.
It wasn't the Rice Awards.
It was like a legend. It was something like legend.
Legendary Awards.
Yeah, Legendary Awards. My bad, my bad. I said Rice Legendary. Okay, but it was one of those. I mean, one of, I went to both because she wasn't at the other one, so I had to go to the other one. Okay, look, that's all it was. But no, but just seeing how you care, because there's so many people, like, they can be paid to do a job,
Mhm.
and they're just there for the check, and it reflects that they're just there for the check,
Mhm.
and it doesn't come off. But that's you. When you do stuff, you take it on as absolutely your own. And that's the crazy part, because some people actually get offended with
They
that and say that you're
do.
taking over their business.
Oh my
But
goodness.
that's something that I appreciated. Like, I want you to own this, especially when it came to the film business. I needed somebody there who was actually going to own that film like it is their film. How you going to be a producer and not even care about the project? Like, it's no, seriously, like, that's it. Like, that's one of the things. Like, what are you bringing to the table? You're bringing that other side that I don't have to, balance me out. You're great with relationships with people, and bringing people together. Like, you're great with that. You're great with thinking, you know business wise, and since I'm great with projecting out to 2025. But you, on the relationship side, you're connecting the dots and seeing how these relationships they're going to fit together, that way. You're creative in a whole different way. You actually enhance the things I do. When I come to you and I have an idea and I have all this other, all these other things, step by step, and you're like, okay, and what about this? And you're adding to, and it gets even bigger.
Mhm.
So that's what you're bringing to the table. I have no, like, true story time. I was actually talking to another business lady, and she was trying to figure out how our relationship worked. I want to say this was for Shattered. Yeah, we were definitely on Shattered at this time. So this was 2018. And this old goat had the nerve to tell me I'm calling her old goat because of the conversation.
Oh goodness.
Look, hey, trying to keep cuss words now, so she a goat. Okay. So this lady had the nerve to say, well, if she ain't bringing money to the table, then she's not your business partner. I was like, yeah, but hell, she's saving me money.
That's the biggest thing with people, because a lot of times when I'm working on things, it is I'm going to cut costs, I'm going to save costs, save money. I am actually going to do a lot of the work myself.
Right.
There's so much that people don't understand that goes into preparing, whether it's an event or film. I'm usually finding sponsors. I'm going to negotiate all of the stuff. So it's bigger than just what people see.
Um, Go ahead.
I don't even owe anyone an explanation. I just,
No, you
I'm,
don't.
I'm over it.
I was gonna piggyback off of that because, like, even with Lab Cosmetics, like, she she's gotten us indoors with that, for events and things like that, to even to have the products there that I didn't even think about. Because, me, I am the digital boss. I
Yes.
am all about digital, digital, digital. But she saw other opportunities to be at. And these opportunities, yeah, you may not clear, 10K that day, but that little 500 that day was good, and it all adds up. And
Mhm.
none, and making that 500 on those days leads to the recurring sales and everything like that. So you save money that way. You save money on, locations, while other people were trying to come to me with these locations, trying to hook their friends up with a check. And that's the big thing with me. A lot of people come to me looking for their payday when it comes to stuff, not realizing that payday gonna come with some work,
Mhm.
a lot of work. So if you're trying to hook your friends up and everything like that, know that I don't have a problem with firing anybody. I mean that's just the truth.
Woo!
I will, I am the honestly.
Let's just say it's getting hot in the lab.
It's getting hot in here. Yes. When it comes to that, no, just because of that first experience with my business that lost me, so much money. Like I lost $25,000.
Hmm.
You know, and we won't. That's not even the cost of all the equipment that was stolen.
Hmm.
That was just the project itself. Like some stuff from me paying people, and we still didn't even finish the stuff.
Wow.
I got 4 episodes out of a 10 episode web series, and then my stuff got stolen. Like, but I had already the money that I spent. But I'm saying that to say it comes down to you saving so much money. And then, like I said, I don't have a problem with firing somebody because I can do the job myself. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I learned the hard knocks life with the film industry, working on those major productions. So I've got it in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I can get on the camera. Yes, I can set that. Yes, I can, do everything. Write, direct, produce, and do everything on set. Yes, I'm not too good to go stand in if the stand in don't show up.
Right.
I'm not too good for any of that. So therefore, when you bring yourself and you show up in business and you have all these problems of I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm gonna make sure you can't when it comes to our business.
Let me just ask. I mean, I get on the business side, but as your friend, when we're on set, you just throw me in the stuff. Let's just talk about that. I'm like, before I know it, I'm a police officer, I'm a teacher, like you. I just have to jump in and help out.
Yeah, I mean, on indie productions, other people don't show up, so we getting it in. We gonna get on camera.
We're gonna make it
Yeah, we're gonna make
happen,
it happen.
whether
Whatever.
you're there or not.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. And that's the other thing. You said I threw you in, but that's the part about being in the business together,
Right.
business and friends. My friend recognized
Yes.
a problem, so she put the business hat on and stepped
Mm-hmm.
in. The police officer, the extra police officer we needed, didn't show up for today. I didn't notice until I got ready to be like, let's move on to this next scene. And she was already up in the police uniform. So while she trying to say I threw her in the uniform, she was already in the uniform because she was behind the scenes handling other stuff while I was actually on set directing. So, she can say that, but she know what she did. Yeah. But that's the part about what are you bringing to the table? That's what you're bringing to the table.
And even with that
What are they
particular
bringing,
scene,
brother?
I mean, yes, I reached out to shout out to Alex, who when we needed a location.
Because of the location that the other person that was supposed to be the friend, the
Oh
be the
gosh.
learning that set up the location. It was a front. It was a lie. It was a lie trying to get us on the day of. So shout out to Alex. 20 minutes before we were supposed to roll that day coming through it. Like, so that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was great. So those are all of the things that people don't know or we talk about,
Yeah.
or even just in our last film. We had a big scene, the reunion scene,
Woo.
and that place needed to look great.
Yeah.
So we would have spent thousands of dollars trying to pull all of that stuff together. But because I have the stuff and I can do it, why wouldn't I do it for our stuff?
Right. And it looked like we spent thousands of dollars on, set deck, set design, everything to make it happen. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and say shout out to Shantae one time for coming through again
Yeah.
too. Because Shantae is Kathy's assistant. But when it comes to filmmaking, she's always there too. She's always a great help. I call it, I might as well call her the wrangler. She could wrangle the actors and get them to where they need to be and stuff like that. So we don't have to worry about that. But we were talking about what they're bringing to the table. The other question you have to ask yourself, this is number 2. What are you bringing to the table? And you talking about tables and all this other stuff. What you bringing? Yeah. What you bringing to the table, Kathy? You asking me? What you bringing?
I'm going
What you
to
showing up
bring
with?
these hands, this knowledge. I bring my relationships. So anything I do, I'm always referring people. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna make it happen. If you say Mimi, call and say, "Hey, I need this," I'm on the phone trying to figure out how to get it.
Right.
If she said I wanted to look like this, she got it.
That's right.
Mimi didn't even really. She didn't even know what her wedding was gonna look like.
Oh no.
Let's talk about
Hold up.
that.
Hold up.
She just said,
Oh, we on the wedding? Oh
I'm
yeah.
just saying, because again, yes, we're a business, but even in friends,
Yeah.
we had just finished Women on the Rise, All Access, filming that.
No, we had just finished
And
Women on the Rise and Faded.
I was
Fade,
no, no.
yeah.
Not Faded, Surviving America.
Surviving America. That was the
We-
year. Oh my gosh, I got my years mixed up. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we had just finished
Lord.
coming off with two big projects of work, and you didn't have time. You was like, okay, I need 2 weeks off. And I said, you know what? I got it.
Yeah.
And we just made it happen. And
Yeah.
you walked in, and that was everything to me, just to make sure your day was special and you felt good and looked good. Because as your friend, besides all of the business stuff, I just wanted to make sure you felt good and happy the same way you gave it back to me.
I almost literally forgot we filmed Women on the Rise, All Access, and Surviving America back to back like that.
Yes.
Friend, why you be letting me do this to us? why you be agreeing to this?
And a whole wedding.
A whole wedding. Yeah. Yeah. Because that was 2020.
And
Yeah.
then came back and shot Faded.
Hold up. But no, we had just launched Lab Cosmetics too.
We've done a whole lot.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Faded was 2021, but yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
2021. It was the beginning of 2021, February 2021. But it was crazy because literally after we did Surviving America, we did the wedding, we rolled into everything that needed to be post-production of
Yes.
those projects. But at the same time, I hemmed you up for the retreat that we had to break down all the things that we're going to be doing into the future. So that's why for me, yeah, I'm gonna have to tell y'all a little something. How my brain works and how I'm forgetting where we are, because when we're doing stuff, when it comes to these films, you gotta think about it. I have about 20 films in my head, and I'm thinking about, yeah, I I'm literally working on, even though we're filming one thing in the moment, I'm writing those other projects. So my brain is all over the place and they start running and bleeding together. Yeah, but she helps me, sort that out. So if
She
you,
kidnapped me basically.
I did.
For a whole week. We went away, and if you guys could see our room, we literally We were on lockdown. Okay, I was on lockdown.
But we were on lockdown in the middle of
And
COVID
we worked.
anyway.
Yes, we were in the middle of COVID, and we worked. So literally, if maybe we can figure out a way to show you guys the pictures in our room, but there were sticky notes all on the walls. Literally, I was from reading one script to the next, because again, when Mimi says she has all of this stuff she has done, she has. So she was like, okay, you read this one? Okay, now read this one. And I'm reading through them and, giving my opinions, and she's writing notes, and, we're talking about this and things change. So it was good though, because I've never had a partner who wanted to take the time to do that with me. So that was great to, shut down, to say, hey, let's focus, let's get this done. So now that's something that we've, implemented and working together, that
Yeah, we have to do that. I mean, because the stuff that you guys are seeing and hearing now, it is because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It is because we did that, and us actually saying, no, this is what we're doing. So we know business wise projected out. We know business wise projected out. Y'all thought I was playing when I said that 2025. Dead serious. I mean, we may pivot and make adjustments to it, but the overall picture of it is going there. I remember one time you told me, has I love Marvel and the whole Marvel universe and things like that. And she was like, you got a whole universe over there, your dang self. but that's how it is. It's like, so that's basically saying, what are you bringing to the table? You can't just talk about you want a seat at the table. Are you even bringing a meal?
Yeah. And the thing is, it's also wanting your partner to win. It doesn't matter, you know, if Mimi's up. I want to see her go higher, and it's what do you need me to do, or what can I do? Or, sometimes I'm thinking about little things. She has no clue sometimes that I'm over here up late at night and I'm thinking, I'm going to get her, but I'm going to surprise her with this, or I'm going to do this, or just thinking of all of these things because I appreciate what she brings to the table. So I gotta get my weight up. I told her, boy, she been kicking butt. I'm like, I gotta kick it in gear already, 2022, and she is on fire.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm just doing what you allow me to do in this great friendship. When you have an awesome friendship and a business partner, you're able to flourish like that because you know what? That brings comfortability. You're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it that way. You're not worried about everything. I'm not worried about Kathy stealing from me, stealing my
Mm-hmm.
ideas, or doing all this other stuff. I'm not worried about her stealing money. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. That makes a big difference in the things I can do. I can always go bigger because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about you
Yeah.
robbing me
Yeah.
blind.
Not worrying about what's happening behind my back. Now, let's just clear this up. We don't always see eye to eye on every little thing.
Oh, not at all.
Sometimes,
Not at all.
you know, yes, we frustrate each other.
Yes.
But I know sometimes, like for me, I'll step back, you know, and pretty much Mimi's gonna have her way, then for her to do it my way. So I don't even say nothing. Let it just happen.
Let it just happen. We're gonna come together. But the thing is, it's about that mutual respect.
Yes.
We talk it out. We're definitely not by any means yes men
Yes.
by any means. And some stuff I have to actually talk it out. So because I'll tell Kathy no in a heartbeat. She'll be like, nope. I'll tell her no. But then when she explains the benefit that it will have to us, then I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Because like I said, we're two different sides of a coin.
Yes.
We really really are. This is a Taurus and I'm a Cancer. We are on two complete opposite sides of this coin, and we have different ways of working things. And I'm a very hands-on, I'm a very much digital person. So sometimes if I'm not seeing things in that digital way or even the military way,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm like, no. But then when she has to break it down for me, and then we get over it, and like we do argue too.
Yeah.
But it'd be some funny arguments.
It does, and I don't always articulate, everything in my head because a lot of times I'm saying it, I've already saw it through, and then now I'm trying to deliver the message, and it's like then I'm frustrated because why don't you just see it? Why don't you just get it?
Like the whole let's fly together. I'm like, where the fuck we flying? It took me forever to get the concept of the let's fly together. It's us. Let's fly. Let's go. I know it frustrated you to no end because I was just like, what? And just so you're like, well, what, asking me, what is it you want to do for it? I'm still stuck in this airplane because I just did not. But once you started getting or ordering stuff for the event, it was for our anniversary, y'all. It was for our business anniversary. Miss Kathy likes to go big or go home. So I love it. Once she started bringing in the props and things like that, I actually was getting it then, but I was like, I have no idea. This chick is talking about some airplanes and some airports. about our business. And for me, like, it just didn't go together.
And that was the whole thing of coming into 2022. Let's take off.
Yeah.
Let's preparing, to fly. We're about to go high.
But
And a lot of times it's my discernment of what's getting ready to happen.
yeah.
And again, trying to articulate that when you're just in goal mode. And for me, I've already saw it at the end, and now I have to go back and deliver it. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, okay. But I do, when it's first explained to me, I go through my little stuff, but then because I'll get off the phone with you in a heartbeat. I'm like, hold on. And I have to give my time to process. I'll be like, okay, I'm about to go now.
Yep. I think we both do that.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to call you back.
Yeah, because we have to process it and, everything else like now. And then I'll tell you, that was actually awesome. That was actually great.
She
once I got it.
No, almost every other day, y'all. Actually, every other day, and I just have to wait for it every other day, and I'll just be like, oh my gosh.
You would think by now I would be at the point where I'll just be like, I'll think about it, but I'll be serious in my no.
She be serious in the no, and I just have to wait for it. But it's understanding, your friend in business, that sometimes everything is not going to always be the way you want it, and look for the longevity. And I'm in it for the longevity, so it's not okay. You know what? I'm quitting her tomorrow,
right?
Because I can't get my way, of how I see things or how I want it, and especially when it's her baby, or if it's my baby, you just have to support it till you get it.
Yeah.
And then when it connects, it's awesome.
I mean, but that's also like, at first with Women on the Rise, like, yes. I had no clue. Look, I will tell y'all this. I had no clue what the heck we was doing. All I know is I was going to be on that camera. Whatever she wanted, I was bringing my camera and that part, to it. I was, whatever was in her head that she wanted for this, all I knew was I needed to be there as that business partner and that friend to film whatever the heck that she wanted from that. And it came out freaking awesome.
And let's just say, and sometimes we do things that makes no sense, to the outside world. And even you're trying to, navigate through it to understand, okay, Kathy's, this person's in dealing with this person, and we've been roller coaster on that ride. Mm-hmm. But I think, even looking through the whole journey, you've been there through the whole process to really understand, even when people failed me, even when I felt like people were taking from me, people were stealing from me, just everything. And it's a whole lot of emotions. And you were like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You know what? You need this done? I got you. Let's get it done. And in business, you need that friend that's going to keep you up, because those were some dark days for me.
I'll help you right here, friend.
Those were some dark days. Just going through that sometimes you need someone to say, hey, I got you.
And that's it. That's what I was saying, that being uncomfortable. But this also takes us into business and friendships. How are you approaching people? Are you jumping in people DM, sitting up there like you want this person to help you, but all you're saying is like, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I want you to do this. What are you giving? Yeah. How are you approaching people? It's that approach, that different approach can go a long way. I mean, I'm gonna take it back to Women on the Rise. A lot of people were so confused why I was there all the time and how they were approaching me, about it. Well, I don't get why you're doing this. Well, if I sit there and I'm telling them, I need you to, this. Well, I don't understand why you're here wanting to do this, because I shouldn't have to tell you that this is my project.
Right.
Yeah. Because I was letting you take the lead. But the way that the people approached me, they got excluded, because you can't, if you want something, you have to respect the team as a whole. You have to respect who those people work with, regardless if you knew that that was my project or not. You knew I was there because of Kathy.
Yes.
You knew that. So you can't come over there and be disrespectful to me to think that you're going to get something, because I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to anything business wise, if they disrespect you, they cut off. If they disrespect me, they cut off. A people, I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of people don't realize Kathy be saving y'all. Kathy be saving y'all, and then y'all be thinking she the bad guy.
Right.
That's the
That's the crazy thing.
that's the hilarious part. Y'all think Kathy is the bad guy. Well, people, I shouldn't say y'all, not y'all, my listeners, but people out there who have dealt with us, they think that sometimes Kathy is the bad guy, not knowing that I'm the cutoff queen. Like, you done. Like, I can, once that energy shifts, I'm over it. And Kathy tries to save them and let them stay afloat, but then they try to get disrespectful with her. So, hey, it's
And then
it's a
after
done
that, it's a
deal.
wrap.
It's a
'Cause
done
if
deal.
I'm saving you from Mimi, from the wrath of Mimi, and you think that I'm the problem, we have a bigger problem, because it usually takes me a lot longer, to cut people off than her. So that's mind-boggling though. People really, they be mad at me. People swear I be doing stuff to them, and I'm like, are you serious?
I mean, I don't like to say this often, but I think people over there, they just like assume like whatever we're doing it for play, not realizing our bank accounts. And I know like some people don't realize. I mean, I'm saying it because this the whole thing. It's business. If you're in business, you're in it to make profits, unless you're sitting over there doing a hobby. Let's the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line. So that's why I
Yeah.
brought that up. You're saying this because you're not realizing that we are actual and truly business women. We have made six figures. We have seen, over and beyond. We have been there. So that's why we're able to give this advice. But when you're approaching us like you want something from us, and you're approaching us like, you're the God's gift to whatever, and we need you, but you're not offering anything. What is your gift? If you're coming to us saying, "Oh, just put me in, coach," put you in for what? And then what? Yeah, that takes us to step number 5.
Does the energy match yours?
I meant 4. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Oh, hey, let's talk about both of those. So your friend thinks you're doing too much.
Yes, this is some serious stuff. Is this person that you're going in business to, do they even like you?
Yeah.
Are they your friend and you aren't theirs? If that friend that you're thinking about going into business with is constantly showing up for everybody else but you when you have some good stuff going on, or they're only calling you when it's time to spend those coins, do not go into business with them. That's the recipe is on the wall. If you want to go into business with somebody, and you think that person thinks that you're doing too much, like, oh, you doing way too much. If I would thought Kathy was doing too much, gosh, we would have had some really crappy events.
Because people tell me all the time, you don't think you're doing too much? Um, to you, I am, but no, because I'm not where I want to be. So no, I'm not doing too much. I'm doing too much for you.
Right.
So I just don't need you around me, because that energy is wrong. And that even brings us into the number 6 anyway. They kind of go together, because if a person, we we don't outdo each other. We both like on the grind all the time. You
Right.
know, this chick, she up bright and early in the morning. I mean, running around, she's in school, she's, working, she's writing, she's creating, she's doing everything. And then I'm on the other end, I may be preparing for an event. I'm trying to get this together. I'm meeting with clients. We're doing a lot,
Mhm.
but it requires a lot.
Yeah, it does. And if that person that you're trying to have, a lot of business partnerships fail because people are seeing the friendship, but you're not seeing the business of it.
Yeah.
Business, I don't care if it's your mama. If if they're not business minded, you can't be the business minded person dealing with someone that does not care about business. Say, oh, we'll get to it later. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, I'm just hooking this friend up. This, you're gonna be bleeding money. You're gonna be bleeding. It's like they're just putting little lashes all up over you.
Yes.
Doing that. You just, no, that energy matching is real. You can have people, I don't care if you've known them for 20 years. You could have known them for 20 years. They could have been your quotation marks friend for 20 years, and that person have not really liked you. They've probably just been envious of you the whole time. That's
Jealous.
not, yeah. You don't want that. Like me, yeah, I'm very conscious of who, when it comes to ideas and thoughts for business, I am very conscious of who I have those conversations with, because that person that you think is a friend, oh god, hold on.
That word.
Yeah, that friend can get you, and this can even be too. I'm gonna pivot right here, because even if it's been somebody that you admire and you think you can be in business with, you gotta watch that. I'm in 2012, I had a whole business stolen from me. A whole business from me because a known celebrity befriended me. No, I actually had two that year. Well, one of them, they just did a spin-off of my business. They didn't steal it because I didn't shut down my business because of them. But the one, they literally had me shut down a business, Mimi's Playhouse. This person, very well-known celebrity, I'm not going to say their name, very well-known celebrity on TV, on all this other stuff. She found out because I showed up to one of her events, and another friend of mine introduced us and thought that, we would be great, business wise, because this person was trying to step out of the industry that they're really known for and into another industry. And so this person befriended me. Child, she picked all them ideas out of my head,
Wow.
even my vendor, and turned around, launched on top of my business and crushed that business. When I say because of the business and friendship aspect of it, if it was just business, I would have been okay. But because this person faked friends with me,
Yeah.
I took that very hard. Like I couldn't even function past that business. But thankfully, I still have my book publishing company, and that was doing fine. Like that was, running like a well-oiled machine. But I was trying to do this other business. But it was like that business came and went in a matter of 3 months because that person, you know, took everything from me, and like I couldn't come behind it because I'm not a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like, I was trying to pivot up off of them, even though my business was there before theirs.
Yeah.
But because people had at that point seen us together, and she's a celebrity, but that hurt my soul though. But you got to be careful. So I'm very conscious and aware of who I share with. I have friends that I never speak business with. You're my friend and you are truly my friend, but you will never hear anything about my business ideas until they are finished. Matter of fact, we wouldn't, even after they're finished, I'm not holding conversations with you about them, because why? We're not in business. You can see all the stuff online. We can talk about it, that way, in a roundabout way, like as you're a customer. But no, we're not gonna have these just thought out business ideas unless their invoice is paid.
There you have it.
Yeah, because that's scary. Yeah.
So, recapping.
Recapping, business and friendships. Number one, what are they bringing to the table? Number two,
What are you bringing to the table?
yep. Number three, how are you approaching people? What's your approach?
Number 4.
You do too much. You do too dang much. Not really, but do they think that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's part of jealousy too. So
Woo.
just be mindful that that is a thing.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time. And piggybacking on that really quick, sometimes I don't even think I realize, because I'm the type of person who likes to help people, and I don't see that people may be envious.
Oh, child, I do.
And I had, another person come to me recently and tell me that they really felt, and this person is friends with the other person, and they told me that they thought this person was jealous of me. And I was like, what? And I'm clueless, because I'm thinking, but why? Because a lot of times you're thinking people who are around you, they have the same opportunities, the same things, but what I realize, they're not me. So it doesn't matter, because they're not me.
Yeah, but people want to be in business, but they don't want to do the business, and that's part of it too.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Number 5.
those energies.
Yeah, the energy
Must
matching.
match.
Gotta match it. The energy. The energy matchy. Yep. And you were saying. And there you have it.
There you have it. You just gotta have these strong foundations.
Yep. Strong foundations for your business, strong foundation for your business and friendship. Without it, it's gonna fail. But girl, where can they find us?
You can find us at Business Like a Boss on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, you sure can. You can. Until next time, this is the Business Lab Unfiltered with Omegia Keeys
and Kathy Taylor.
Peace out.